Greetings, everyone. Good morning, good day, good evening, depending on the country from which you look to our show. And as always, here we are with Valo Arome together to share our thoughts, our experience about the journey towards financial freedom. So, if the topics related to investing, personal finance, entrepreneurship is interesting for you, watch the show, and also you can find our previous shows on any channels you like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And if you have any questions, you can write the questions right now already in the comments below the video, and we will be more than happy to answer them in the end of the show. Today's topic we would like to discuss with Fowler is quite popular thinking that in order to make money, you need to have money. And probably this is the reason why a lot of people stop themselves from doing business or start investing, because they think that before that I need already to have quite a big capital to start with. So Vala, is it true that there is really necessity to have the money in order to make money, or we need something else but not money?
Yeah, good morning. I would say that the money definitely helps a bit, but actually you don't need money to make money. You need financial education, and it is possible to make deals where you don't put your money on the table. And for most of the people, it's almost unreal that it's possible. But if you have enough financial literacy and you understand how the deal is put together, you can actually take the role where you don't have to even put the money in the game. So for example, if one partner brings the deal and the other partner brings the cash, then it could be a pretty good solution. One has more money, one has more time, and we can actually cooperate together. So there are actually many ways how you can go to these deals. Of course, at the same time, while saying that, it takes more creativity. It takes more thinking. So that's why I say that it's easier if you have some money on the table, but it's possible to do it without as well.
Exactly, that's why, because money is actually just the mean of exchange. So basically, if you find a way how to exchange something you have without using money, like you said, of course, it requires more creativity, but this can be a way. So money is actually just one of the ways, and it's easy way to get what you want, just giving your money as exchange for it. But if you have skills, if you have knowledge which can be useful for others and they don't have this knowledge, or maybe they are not willing to put the time to get this knowledge, instead of that they are willing to put their money, then this can be the deal. And basically this is also what we do in our Starfish Academy community. When people join together their skills, their knowledge, and some of them put their money, and this is joint deals which we do investing in real estate or other asset classes.
Yes, I would say actually that there are two things you can put to the game. You can put money or you can put value, and it's two different things. And value can be transferred to money. So basically, if you bring something valuable to the table, it can be counted as money, and you can easily do the deal. So it's really understanding what is the value that you bring, because you have to bring some value to the table.
Exactly. So that's why probably the question people need to ask themselves, what value I can create or what value I can offer? Because usually they don't ask the question for themselves, and then the only answer is that I can give money because I don't have anything else to offer. But actually, each person do something to offer also as well. Just the question, do they realize it or not?
Yeah, and I think one of the sentences that has stuck to my mind, which really helps here, is that when one of my mentors said that only lazy people use their own money. So in a way, this sentence kind of reminds me that the easiest way is always to bring money. The harder way, or the more creative way, is to figure out how to do the deal without money. So I always find ways or try to push myself to think how it's possible. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but at least I make the effort to find ways how to not put the money in the deal.
Exactly. That's why probably the first suggestions for those who want to learn how to earn money without money is always ask yourself first, what can I give instead of money? And if it's possible, offer this. If not, then basically, of course, the money is the second option you can use also as well. Yeah. And funny, but basically, if you show the results, there are more and more people who are willing you to give money, to work with you, to partner, or to help them to earn more with the money. This is basically how all the funds managers also are working, because some people think that they are professionals which is actually quite often not the true, but at least people think, and they give the money to them because they believe that these people will help them to earn more with their knowledge they have. And if your knowledge is really true, it's not like just a fake game, then basically it will be much easier for you also to attract the money from other people.
Well, it's a problem if you don't have money, and it's a problem if you do have money, and there's a lot of people with money who actually do not know where to invest it. And then if you bring the good deal to the table and you're a good partner, then it could be a perfect match.
So let's say quite often I get a question from our seminar participants or just people we consult individually. They say, I don't have money to start investing in real estate. So before that, I need to raise a capital. So what would be your thoughts, let's say, for those who want to invest in real estate and actually don't have maybe such a big capital to start with, where we could find the money and how we could attract this money to them?
You mean in the real estate, if somebody doesn't have money?
Yeah. Let's say, for example, somebody wants to start investing in real estate, but he says, yeah, I would be willing to start with, but I don't have a capital for it.
Yeah, I think that the first way is definitely to cooperate with those who have money, because everybody has to bring something to the game, and then the question, okay, what is the role that you're going to take? And there may be some investors, having money in the bank account, don't know where to invest. And if you do all the hard work, look for the deal, bring it to the table, do all the analytics and do the hard work, then actually it could be a great combination to cooperate with somebody else.
Exactly.
And of course you have also bank, but you need somebody to help put in the starting capital.
Yeah, just a recent deal in our Starfish Academy inner circle community also is a good example of this. A few guys from our inner circle just bought recently a 2,000 square meters property where we're going to make 55 flats in our country. And basically we bought it through auction and paid for the building without their own money. So basically, we pre-sold the upcoming apartments in the building for a lower price for other people, and this is how they got the money for paying for the property, which we got from the auction. So without any money invested on their own, they basically bought quite a big deal, and now going further.
Yeah. So there's a lot of creative ways how to do it. So you can even rent real estate without owning real estate. So there's a lot of creative ways you can do. Yeah.
Especially now, you can basically find much more options how you can invest without money than it was even before that. That's why the term, that's why.
But it takes education. I mean, you can't just go out there and do these deals, but you have to really understand how the deals come together.
Definitely. That's why everything starts with, again, the same thing which we probably repeat each show, your financial education. Because if your financial intelligence is high enough, you always will see more options. You always will be more attractive to others who don't have such a level of education to give their money to you, to invest with you or partner together. And that's why investing to your knowledge and your skills, which can help you to see these options, is probably the best solution you can do. And the term which we already mentioned several times in the show is also the one I want to show you in our Starfish vocabulary part, and this is exchange. So basically, what does it mean, exchange? Because I said that money is also just a medium of exchange which we use, and this is just a process when two or more interested parties, it can be persons, it can be companies, exchange products or services. And the most important part is actually the ending of the sentences, that each gets the value of suitable size for each other. Then the exchange is possible. That's why sometimes, like me and Vala already said, it can be not money. It can be your knowledge, it can be your efforts, it can be your skills which you put on the table for the exchange, and another person can basically offer you the part in the business or the part in the property investment, or basically just his money to invest together with you. So exchange is the way how you can always find different ways how to earn money without money. So Vala, any more thoughts about what would be probably the first steps for those who say that but I don't have quite enough value to offer for people. Basically, the only thing, I have money, I don't have any special knowledge, I don't have any special experience, so how I need to start then?
Yeah, I think the challenge is always that we do not often realize what value do we have, especially when we talk about skills and knowledge and services that we could provide other people, and that's why you need the marketplace. That's why I think also that when you're having exchange, it can be harder to do it between one to one, because the other person may not exactly want what you have. But if you have already bigger number of people involved, then the probability will increase exponentially that the deal may take place. And just a quick story. We had one exchange event in the United States when I was participating in one of the trainings, and then there was one young guy who raised the hand and said that I have nothing, and I understand that everybody is skilled and have a lot of things, but I have nothing. And then the speaker was asking this guy, okay, what can you do? So he was thinking and said, okay, the only thing I can do, I can cook some food. Okay, so what can you cook? Okay, I could make sushi. Okay, great. Can you make a sushi for, let's say, 20 people? So you can go to their party and create the sushi for them. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And then they were asking from the room, how many would be interested to have this guy come to your party and make a sushi for 20 people? It's like 200 people raising the hand. So sometimes you don't realize the skills and the value that you have, and you need the marketplace to give you the feedback. And this was exactly the case. So I think later on, he may have started his business or service from there. He got the feedback.
That's a great example, because actually probably quite often it's just necessary to show up, or let's say show your skills, get the audience to know about that, and it can be so that there will be a lot of people interested in your offering as well. So, by the way, those who have questions for us regarding this topic, or just other questions which are interesting for you, feel free to write them below the video in the comments section. Doesn't matter if you watch show live or you watch the recording, and we will be more than happy to include these answers to our upcoming shows, as well as the topics which are interesting for you. So just feel free, write down the topics, and we will include these topics in order to bring you more value, because this is in a way also the exchange we do with you. We give you value, and the satisfaction we get is actually your feedback, your comment, and we are willing to give you more value, which would help you to reach your financial freedom goals faster, easier, and with maybe less mistakes. So if you want to watch our previous shows one more time, you can find them on any channel you like the most: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Just go there, find Starfish Academy, and follow us, share our shows, share our videos. And of course, it's not only the only content you find there. You will find another content which can be valuable for you as well. And we will be more than happy to make it more valuable for you if you give us feedback. If you give us feedback, if you share, you like, and you comment our content, helping us to know more what is valuable for you. This is how we can increase the value for you as well. And regarding making money without money, summarizing what we talked about today, just think first of all always, what is the value you can offer without giving your money to another person or to another party? And if it's possible, offer these things first. And if you don't know what is the value you can produce, just announce about your skills and your experience to surrounding people, and you may be surprised, because some of them will say, I'm interested, I want to have it. So, Valo, any final thoughts on this show?
Yeah, I think it's really important topic, because if you think about what is the value of having a skill to make money without money, I mean, it's if you learn this skill and if you start to practice this skill, it can save you and make you a lot of money in your life. So I think it's worth trying and giving yourself an opportunity to dig deeper and figure out what the value is that you have.
Exactly, because actually I would name it this. This is the skill how to create the money of your own from your ideas, your skills and your knowledge.
So your own money.
Yeah, exactly, printing your own money. So with that thought, we leave you for today's show, and looking forward to meet you again in the next show with your questions and also the topics you would like to have in our shows in the future. And just follow us on the channels, and we will meet you the same day, same time, just the next week. Thank you, Vala, for your time, and wish everyone and you a good week.
Thanks. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.